everybody, it's me, OhAbbi, and I'm coming at you today with a look inspired by fire and ice. I had so much fun doing this look. I love when I get to be creative and just dive into the rainbow per se. But anyways, if you want to see how I got this look, continue watching this video. Thanks so much for the support, and please don't forget to like this video if you like the way this came out, to subscribe to me if you want to be notified whenever I come out with other videos. I'm going to try to do one once a week. I'm going to try. Maybe I'll try 2, but I know for sure once a week. But yeah, anyways. Thanks you guys so much for watching, and enjoy. Where it goes over there. Alright, so I'm going to hop in and start this look off by priming my eyelids with my MAC paint pot. A paint pot is basically just an extreme version of a concealer. I like to use my finger to apply this. I find it to be a much smoother application. You're going to want to apply this all over your lid very much evenly, otherwise it's going to be pretty terrible. Hopping into my Modern Renaissance using the shade Love Letter. I freaking love this color, you guys. I'm going to apply this using a blending brush from Morphe. I love this brush. And I'm just going to basically go in windshield wiper motions right where my crease is, just blending it outwards just to make a nice smoky base. Hopping into my Take Me to Brazil palette, you guys. This thing is tiny, but it packs a pretty big punch. Going in with their magenta color, and I'm just going to go right below the start of that Love Letter, just to create a somewhat sunset effect, you know? It may not look like it's making a huge dip, but I promise you, it's the little things that make the biggest difference in the end. I'm just going to do the same thing on both eyes, and you can just keep piling it on until you're pleased with the consistency. Going in now with the color right below that magenta color. Like I said, just trying to get like a sunset effect going on, you know? Trying to look all profesh and stuff. But yeah, I'm going to be applying it now using a more dense brush from Morphe. Unfortunately, I did not have the number on it when I bought it, so I don't know. But as soon as I find out, I promise I will post it below. I'm just going right beneath the other colors, doing an ombre effect. I'm going to hop in now with my Modern Renaissance. You guys, if you don't have this palette by now, what's wrong with you? I'm using the color Cypress Umber, which is like a really yummy looking chocolate color. Like, yes, freaking hungry now. But anyways, I'm going to be using a detailer brush to apply this. I think that's what this is called, detailer. Either way, it's the E35 from Morphe, and I freaking love it. Which, forewarning, this video has quite a lot of Morphe products, you know, no plug. And I'm just basically going to be outlining my crease with that brown color. You can go as deep as you want. I like for mine to be a very dramatic, like deep pocket before I cut the crease, so I'm just going to go over this a few times. Now I'm hopping in my Morphe 35B palette. I don't know if it's Morphe or Morphe, I'm not sure. I'm applying a red color with a blending brush. I'm going right above the brown because I just felt along the way the colors got a little muddy and I just wanted to rehydrate them. And you will find that I do quite go back and forth and hydrate a few colors, but this just allows me to get the optimum output of my looks. Going back in with my MAC paint pot again, using a flat brush this time. I'm going to create a crease. Well, not create a crease because it already exists, but I'm going to cut my crease basically. I like to press the end of the brush deep into my like outer eye socket, and it kind of rests on top of my eyeball. I know that sounds freaking gross, but I promise it gives me like the best cut crease, and it's like so easy this way. Smoothing it out all over the lid, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Try your best to get this as symmetrical as possible, and trust me, that's pretty dang hard. I'm just going to do the same thing to the other eye, and voila. Hopping in with the Morphe 35B again. Did I say 35B again, using a sponge tip applicator this time to apply the red. I'm going to put it on the inner and outer crease of my lid to create a somewhat halo. But that's just not where it's going to stop, you know, it's going to get a little bit crazier. Hang on tight, you know, hold on to your bridges. I can't believe I just said bridges. Oh god, who am I turning into? And you guys, freaking look at the pigmentation of this palette. Oh my god. Yes, yes, yes. Anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead and pile that on until it's as vibrant as I am pleased with. Like, I like my colors to look pretty much borderline neon, so I'm gonna be here for a while. Just packing away. Side note, I love sponge tip applicators. I find they're the best thing to use when you're just trying to get straight to the point, get those colors on there, no fancy schmancy blending out or none of that stuff. I just find they're amazing, and these were like $1 at Ulta. So I'm going in with an orange from the 35B palette. I'm going to put it besides both sides of the red, you know, closing in that little halo, closing in the little biscuit thing we got going on up there, little tic-tac. I know I need a life, and a biscuit. But anyways, I'm just gonna keep piling that on again, like I said, until I am pleased with the pigmentation outcome, which y'all is gonna be like years and years and years, cause yeah. Look at it. Looks like freaking ice cream or something. I know. I should probably stop like talking about how my makeup looks. You know, it's kind of vain. I don't know, maybe not. But anyways, continuing forward, pack it on. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye, of course. Hi, other eye. Which, by the way, I believe this is my stepchild eye, the one that always gives me problems. No shade to any stepchildren out there, but yeah, this is the one that's always getting in trouble. You know? I don't know why, but maybe there's just scientific reason, or maybe it's just me. But anyways, looking like a lizard at this point. I know I'm corny, but you gotta admit it does look like a lizard, right? Right? No? Maybe? I'm hopping back into the Morphe 35B palette. I'm using a yellow shade now. I'm going to pop it right in my little tic-tac area, you know. Insert shade here, pretty much. Which later on I did find that the yellow in the Morphe palette was not as pigmented as I wanted. And I did have to go over that with the yellow from my Take Me to Brazil palette. But if you're not using these exact palettes to do this look, then you're fine. Just use your yellow and try to get it as vibrant as possible, because honestly, the yellow is what makes it all come together. I'm using a little tiny brush again, but this time I'm using the Morphe Magenta, because I found that these colors just were sitting on top of the other palette quite nicely. I don't know if it's them combined or whether or not the Morphe palette was just a little bit more pigmented, but either way, I'm digging it. So here we go, applying that right above the brown that I put in the crease. I know, look at that, look at it. Just look at it, it's beautiful, it's beautiful. Looking like Kimberly from Power Rangers or something. Yeah, I know, I'm so old. But anyways, this is the outcome so far, but we're not done yet, but I'm pretty pleased with how it's coming along, you know? Sliding back in my DM with my Morphe palette again, using the nude in this one. And you can just use whatever nude works for you. You know, everybody's nude is not the same. Your naked and my naked aren't the same naked. You know? But yeah, just using that pretty much below my brow bone just to kind of like frame my eyes and clean it up. You know, getting to the point where it's gotta be cleaned up now. That means we're almost getting to the end. Yay! Now I'm just gonna pack some yellow in my little, what is that called? Tear duct crease corner. I know that's not what it's called, but if you know what it's called, please leave it in the comments below. But yeah, I'm just packing on a yellow in there because I just feel like it just gives it such a trippy, like animated look. And because the yellow from my Take Me to Brazil was so pigmented in that corner, you know your girl had to go over that little halo part with that as well, because I just could not even. Oh, yes, come through, sherbet ice cream lids. Come through. Okay, now I'm hopping in with my new fave babe, Schwing, from the company The Balm. Going in with a white eyeliner from Sephora in my waterline. I just love the way this looks. It makes me look kind of animated and it wakes your eyes up a bit. And I just love it. Just check it out. Watch the difference that it makes. Bam! There it is. Anyways, priming my face now with the Professional from Benefit Cosmetics. You guys, how cute was that packaging? Everything they make is adorable. Like me. Nope. I'm not gonna get away with that quote. Anyways, color correcting with LA Girl Pro Concealer. Like, how fetch is this? No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna have to blend this out. I'm blending mine out with a Real Techniques sponge. I just like to apply my color correcting oil in dark areas. Sliding in my DM now with my Maracuja oil. I'm definitely going to need an entire other video to explain to you just how much I love this stuff. So stay tuned for that. Go ahead and just blending it around my face. I find that it helps to make my foundation nice and dewy looking and everything stays nice and moisturized. I just love it. Popping in with my Studio Fix fluid from MAC. Now going in with my Tarte Shape Tape to conceal. I freaking love this stuff. Like, it's different. I like it. It's kind of like airy, but it dries in a velvety way, and I just think it's so fantastic. Like, if you've never tried it, you need to. But anyway, while I draw my little pattern, get the cupid's bow there, thin that chinny chin chin, turn this baked potato into potato chip, basically. Am I the only one who like sits there for a hot minute and like stares at yourself with your concealer pattern like, ooh, look so cute? Probably am the only one. But if I'm not, leave a comment below. Also, you guys, please, if you like this video so far, or in general, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Setting with my Airspun, I used the orange one. Not sure what the other colors are for, but I found this one first, so I grabbed it. But I'll definitely try the other ones and just, just try it out. I don't know why, because I have a problem, I guess. Using my gunmetal brush from Morphe G8 to apply my pretty much powder foundation-ish. It's the L'Oreal True Match powder. This stuff is my holy freaking grail. It is my secret weapon. I've been using it for years, hence why it looks so beat up. Excuse that. But yeah, I just basically use it to soften any harsh edges from my concealer or contouring, stuff like that. And it's also a beautiful set on top of any foundation or primer. You don't even have to have primer. I like to put on lotion and then just pat this on under my eye, and it definitely looks like a no makeup look. I'm just going to smooth that out everywhere, get it nice and ready for the rest of the makeup. I'm just blending that on out until it's nice and smooth and velvety. I freaking love this stuff. It makes such a huge difference. Getting the forehead because that is just a bit pale. Which, side note, I also use this stuff in a shade darker than my foundation so that I can just kind of like unvampire myself. If that makes sense. Maybe not. But anyway, just diffusing some of my under eye setting powder and sliding back into my Brazil palette. I'm basically just going to mirror the pattern from the top of my lid onto my under eye because it tends to get lost when the top lid is just very much interesting. So I gotta give that some shine time too. Even the glitter, folks. Even the glitter. This is my favorite contour palette of the year. And side note, it smells like batter. So yes, Tarte. I use the volume 3, I think. I'm just using a knockoff NARS brush to apply that. Hey, Huda. Sliding in with my Morphe 9B blush palette. I love this to death, and you can tell which ones are my favorite because it looks all beat up and dingy. Hi, T. This is my best friend, like, go best friend, that's my best friend type of best friend. Look at it. She's gorgeous. She's blending. And side note, how soft did that freaking brush look? Cause it is. Hi, Kate. How you doing? I freaking love highlighting. Like, I feel like this is the most entertaining portion of my whole, like, routine, to be honest with you. It just looks extraterrestrial, and it gives me that extra boost. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and line my entire, well, not line, but coat my entire lips with a brown lip liner. I find that sometimes my lips will be the same shade as my foundation, and when I apply lipstick just like that, it tends to look a little bit washed out. So I do this just to kind of frame them before I add an actual color. And boy, am I gonna add an actual color. Using my modern, ooh, that was a boo-boo. Using my Anastasia Beverly Hills lip palette, I'm gonna be blending blue, yellow, and white all equal parts to create a somewhat frosty blue to tealish color. The thing about this palette is you never know what you're gonna get, so when you are trying to achieve a specific color, it takes a little while testing out different combos to get that exact color, but for the most part, I really freaking love it. It did come with a brush to scoop the colors out with, however, I have too many brushes and I kind of like lost it in the abyss of hoarderism. So I just use my finger and my tweezers. Look at that. Weren't expecting that, were you? You weren't even ready. I'm going over that with Orion, and that completes the look, basically. Thanks for watching. Hey! Well, that was corny.